Hey, everything is going to be perfectly fine. You will get through it all. Please consider subscribing, liking the video and enjoy your meme supplies. Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. Adele says new album will explain her divorce to her young son. Mom, why do I only see dad on weekends? Track 5. For Halloween, Disney Plus changed the covers of their classic films to close up of the villains' faces. The Luna moth doesn't have a mouth or a digestive system. It will only live for about a week, with the singular purpose of mating. I'm not here to eat, or sleep or any of that bullcrap. I'm just here to fudge, and then die, and that's it. The games, the books, cosplay, Netflix adaptation. I literally have $1 to my name right now. What's your Venmo? No. Jeremy Dan requests $1, the last one. I went out with Tiffany last night, and I was drunk. So I went to her place. This morning I woke up and saw her crying. I asked her what's wrong. She said, last night I yelled "Go Pikachu" and threw her hamster out of the window. Holy crap, man. Hey Goku, when we grow older, will you take me as your wife? Sure. Kai Kai. I hate doing dishes. Never wearing overalls again. Mario looking motherfudger. Ayo, ain't you going on a date with that girl from algebra tomorrow? Yeah, why? Bro, look what she posted on her private snap. SOS, will someone have a fake birthday dinner with me tomorrow night so I can get out of going on a date? Thanks. Me at the $1 million question. The question. Name one thing from this image. The sad reality of our world. You have 27,000 tweets. You joined here in June 2016, which means you joined here 136 weeks ago. 136 weeks is 952 days. If you divide 27,000 to 952, the result is 28. You tweet 28 times a day, yet you still talk about how everyone is addicted to their phones. 3-year-old Pennywise the clown is adorably terrifying. Look, I'll punch a child too. These hands rated E for everybody. Neither old doctors nor patients were embarrassed when doctors were putting their heads directly on women's chests to hear heartbeats. However, in 1816, there was a French doctor René who was ashamed of using that method to the extent that he thought about quitting his profession. One day he was leaning on the stump of a tree when he clearly heard the sound of a bird clicking on top of the tree. He realized that sound waves reached to his ear through the tree despite the distance, so he got the idea of stethoscope, chest scope, and if he had not invented the stethoscope, more than 90% of our youth would have been doctors today. Hello. I don't talk to ugly people, but I do. Man gives away his gov stimulus payment to people who need it more. This is what our society needs. I hope this horse recovers from its leg disease. My baby treats me so good until it's a full moon. Don't understand women. I thought opening a door for a lady was the polite thing to do, but she just screamed and flew out of the plane. Hold up. Why so lonely, cutie? Came here to fart. Demonstrated above is a new fire signal box that locks the hand of alarm sender until released by a policeman or fireman with a key, thus deterring the sending of false alarms. Your my man is so cute. Look at the selfie he just sent me. Your man just asked me if I'm okay. Asians can be bad too. I thought she was dabbing at first, but it was her collarbone. This tree was cut down to make space for a billboard of a kid hugging a tree. This boy's possessed by a demon that makes him unable to study. Upon exposure to books or anything related to school, he immediately passes out. I say, isn't that the Grim Reaper? Mr. Death, are you having a good vacation? Vacation? One time I was late to practice, and coach made me run laps. My dad was the coach, and he drove me to practice. A 13-year-old boy from China hacked into school computer to get answers to his homework. He's smart enough to hack the computer, but he can't do his homework. Assembly in USA. Sure. Nice try, China. Jesus is watching. Adult video. You find out your closest friend is a serial killer. What do? Hand him my list and ask him to help me out. I can't believe I'm pregnant again. Must be something in the air. Yeah, your legs. My crush told me in the future she wants her kids to marry mine because I have a good heart. What zone am I even in now? You have the power to heal others. You are a villain. I'm the American healthcare system. Oh my god. CNN investigates Derek Chauvin has more than 20 years in prison, but he'll still receive a $1.5 million pension. Cool gun. So Myromet came back drunk last night and doesn't remember designing an entire freaking airplane. If breast size doesn't matter, neither should PP size. Gonna have to disagree. I don't care how big her titties are, but if her dong is even an inch bigger than mine, I'm out. Europeans be like, I like your hair. I like yours too. 5 years later. Watching Back in the Future 2 with 14-year-old, and he said 2015. That's not the future. That was 6 years ago. I just sat there, quietly, almost like I was at my own funeral, because I'd somehow outlived the future of my own childhood, and somehow I'm not already dead. We should start referring to age as levels, because I'm at level 43 sounds cooler than just being an old person. My son died at level 4. New flight attendant. Do we have a doctor on board? Me. I have a PhD in mathematics. Flight attendant. One passenger is having a heart attack, and one passenger is having an asthma attack. Me. Nodding. That makes 2. Men, if DNA confirms the baby is not yours, it doesn't change the fact that you must take responsibility of the baby. Women go through a lot in marriages and women deserve better. Just a quick reminder that Beast Boy turned into a cow, so it was just milk. Male cows can't produce milk. For 10 seconds, stop what you're doing and just listen. What do you hear? Thanks for this. Turns out the hostage was screaming again. Bro, we can get a PS5 with only $172. Oh really? But how? $165.13. $6.90. Me or the PS5? Choose her. Sell organs. Buy one PS5 for every homie. Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. MIT scientists created a psychopath AI by feeding it violent content from Reddit. Hey, quick question. What the fudge? Countries that ate their prime minister. Countries that did not eat their prime minister. No data. Old guy. Can I get a discount? I served in World War II. Cashier. Yes sir, of course. Old guy. Danke. Everyone in the store. I can do your baby's nails. PM for info. Cheap rates. I gotta stop smoking. I thought this lady ain't have no head. Mark Zuckerberg right now. Florida man flies Learjet with excavator like a toy plane. This excavator operator took the aircraft for one last ride while probably doing plane noises. Florida men. My goals are beyond your understanding. My girlfriend up. I think this time you choked me a little too much. How long have I been passed out? Me. Driver. You got no money? No. Amy Schumer has tested positive for funny 19, according to TMZ. She must be asymptomatic. 1916. All acts of war should be put to a national vote. Anyone voting yes had to register as a volunteer for service in the United States Army. We should go to war. Okay, off you go then. We're aware that some people are experiencing issues with WhatsApp at the moment. We are working to get things back to normal and will send an update here as soon as possible. Thanks for your patience. Telegram, you single? Come over, the servers are up and my parents aren't home. What the fudge is the thing he's wielding? My ex-boyfriend tried to humiliate me by telling all his friends I was terrible in bed. Imagine his surprise when they all disagreed. Should I take my dog to the vet? I would. There's about to be a problem in produce. Go ahead, zap me. Absorbing lighting's totally my thing. You've never had black lighting before. Screams. Hold up. Normal person. 7 plus 6 equals 13. Me. If 7 plus 7 and 6 is 1 less than 7, then 7 plus 6 must be 13. Hey Kimmy, I like your new glasses. Tiffany, the curls are looking sweet. Supdranakayuk, destroyer of worlds. Congrats on stomping that village yesterday. Come on man. That's somebody's daughter. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it's not mine, but it's somebody's. Just been to Starbucks with Josh and I was in a mood, so I said I didn't want anything and he actually didn't get me anything, haha. Anyone want a useless boyfriend? During a vid call, I realized that my coworker had an extremely high quality webcam. I asked her about it and she said she streams regularly. I asked her for her Twitch ID and she asked, what's Twitch? The perfect police officer doesn't exist, cop that doesn't see race just shoots everyone. I think I downloaded the wrong Spider-Man movie. My fat bud thought this was fancy ham. Crystals. #1. There was a little boy in my line with his mom. She went to get something at the last second. He begged me to slow down. I scanned his items as fast as possible. When I was done I asked him to pay. He started crying. Violence. Chaos. 2 weeks ago, I told kids at school to write an essay titled, "If I Were a Millionaire." Everyone was writing, except a girl who leaned back with arms folded. What's the matter? I asked. Why aren't you writing? I'm waiting for my secretary, she replied. Scored her 10 out of 10. He gently slid her panties to one side, so the rest of her socks would fit in the drawer. Things I hate. Vandalism. Irony. Lists. What are you doing? Laying in bed. Just laying in bed? Nothing else? I'm eating cereal. Haha, nice. What would you do if I was in bed next to you? Eat my cereal. Lol, I mean, if the cereal wasn't there, then I'd get out of bed and go get cereal. Virginity is my passion. I hear the government of West Taiwan hates this map. Would be a shame if we all shared it. Warning. This guy was supposed to buy our washer dryer machine for £150. He wanted to see it working first and asked if he could do a load of laundry. After he finished, he said let me go get the money, got in his car, and drove away with his clean clothes. Florida man dirts his hands with peanut butter and punches neighbors allergic to nuts. A friend just sent me this 10-year-old prize structure for a StarCraft tournament, and I can't stop laughing. Prizes. First place, $500. Second place, $250. Third place, $150. Fourth place, $100. Fifth to 8th place, 25 bitcoins. This wind-powered cargo ship is set to change the way we ship the goods across oceans. The model is very practical and is looking at a possible launch in 2024. Wind-powered ships. What a time to be alive. We really are in the future. About right there. All animals want to live. Where do you draw the line? My dad says you spy on people. He's not your dad. The Yulin magnolia blossoms appear to look like little birds. Why do plants know how birds look? Daughter. Michael said he's mad at you. Me. Who's Michael? Daughter. My imaginary friend. Me. Lol. I had an imaginary friend named Michael too, but I forgot about him when I grew up. Daughter. I know. Me. You do. Daughter. That's why he's mad at you. 7 things every kid needs to hear. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I'm listening. Communism has failed every time it was tried. You've got what it takes. Why do you get attracted to digital characters? Real life girls are so much better. In game. Netflix. Replace the first 4 letters of both your names with fudge. I'm fudge as fudge. I think I'll sit this one out. Last night, after I thought all the trick-or-treaters were gone, a boy about 12 years old came to the door. He was dressed in all red. Instead of saying trick or treat, he goes, "I'm your period, sorry I'm late." He got the rest of my candy and he restored all my faith in his generation. Stay a retard Paul, you're a better commentator than fighter. Does it make you feel good saying that? Now would you say that to my face man to man? Nope, you'd kick my butt, that's why I said it on Twitter. Fair enough. If I catch whoever is putting loaves of bread in the toilet, we are going to break your freaking arms. Vince. Now that we are married, you can quit drinking. You're starting to sound like my ex-wife. I didn't know you've been married before. I haven't. Do the people my daddy shoots go to heaven? They do if they haven't done anything wrong. So, a lot of them, yes. I like them thick as fudge. But Sir Newton, we can't write that. Then write this. The greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. What's the most toxic community you've been in? Certainly not League of Legends. Last time I played I got tons of helpful tips on how to uninstall the game. Virginia man arrested for having Minecraft worlds that were exact replicas of classified US military bases. Buzz Lightyear has hair. GTA radio is better than actual radio. Change my mind. You wake up from a nap and see this in living room. What's your next move? I miss the days of listening to my CDs, Harry. CDs, professor? What are CDs? CDs nuts. LMAO. Chicken loses job. Chicken is broke. Chicken strips $3.79. Hold up. I'm thinking of starting new university. Texas Institute of Technology and Science. It will have epic merch. Universally admired. What do these characters have in common? That right. They're part of the main cast of their series. Good job. Ladies, please just hear me out. Jack Dawson, penniless artist who wins a ticket onto Titanic in 1912, attends a first-class dinner, develops a taste for the finer things in life, pockets the heart of the ocean, survives the sinking, pawns the diamond, spends the following 10 years building his wealth, and in 1922 moves to West Egg as Jay Gatsby, millionaire with a shady past and fear of swimming pools. Gas station in Germany, 1958. Better than the 1942 gas stations. I just found out my husband hears his voice narrating his thoughts in his head. I went to a job interview for Waffle House, and one of the questions was, can you fight? The scariest thing we could discover now would be humans on another planet. We are psychologically prepared for aliens, but what if we found humans instead? I watched this entire trilogy twice and still have no freaking idea what's going on. On March 10th, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell makes the first phone call ever, and moments later he was notified that his car's extended warranty had expired. Friend, you can't possibly guess a Wheel of Fortune puzzle with no letters. Me, 80 song lyrics. Before I've even had my first period, I became a mom. Hehehe. X-manual. Did I miss a page? My best friend passed away recently, and grieving before his grave I said, "Bro, I really miss you. My wife has been pregnant for 8 months now. How about you reincarnate as my child?" A month later, my wife gave birth to a big boy. As my child grew older each day, I realized he looks a lot like my best friend. I'm really happy that my prayer worked. Realization. Why Pakistan should be on every solo female traveler's bucket list. My son's teacher just called and said he needs to be in special ed. I've been doing his work for him. Doctor, seeing scratches all over my back. Well, I can see you're actually active. Me, remembering drunkenly mistaking a raccoon for Yoda and putting him in my backpack to train me as a GD. Man dies of fake alcohol bought with fake money in Turkey. My hybrid thought this was a freaking Muppet. Aria 25. If someone gave you $200 because you're ugly, would you take the money? Absolutely. I'm ugly, not stupid. I'm not like your boyfriend. I know how to dress. You look like biaxial squirrel. Me. Disables Google Home microphone. Me. Hey Google. Google Home. Your microphone is currently disabled. Me. Google. Long-term girlfriend and I just broke up. This is the best way I know to mend a broken heart. Man arrested for breaking into ex-girlfriend's apartment to steal her Nintendo Switch. Today exactly 7 years ago I asked Kim to be the mother of my doll baby for a school project. She was my crush, but until that day she had never spoken to me. We quickly realized we were great parents and named our doll Sophia. I told Kim one day we would have a real daughter and we would name her that. She laughed. It never crossed my mind then that 7 years later I would be holding Kim's daughter and would have the opportunity to support them as a stepfather. Thank you, Kim, for giving me a chance, even if it took 7 years. This guy on my flight just told his girlfriend he wouldn't date her if she was a worm, and she is crying. You ever drink water at restaurants for free just to flex on Europeans? You ever come home from school alive just to flex on Americans? I was mad because I couldn't get the new Jordans and my grandma said, hold on, I got you. My daughter made $110 on her lemonade stand today in like an hour. Turned out people were handing her $5's and $10's, and she was just assertively saying thank you for the tip and not offering change. Honey, I was just going down the street and I saw that some kids painted a pentagram on the sidewalk and they were summoning a demon. And why are you not surprised that you showed up at that moment? That's a lot of damage. There's an intruder among us. 29. What is your favorite console? Remember, no matter what anyone else says, you are awesome and are one of a kind. I'll see you tomorrow.